In a new community with 58 different nationalities.
How to bring 58 different cultural groups together with a central purpose and an understanding.
When the key players include developers, city council and a range of existing schools.
And so what we wanted to do as a team of people together, and that's with the Delphin Land Lease developers, with the Shire of Melton, with education sectors, both Catholic, independent and government, is how could we actually create structures that would really support a brand new community.
Caroline Springs College is made up of 4 campuses, with total enrolments expected to stabilise at 3,200 students. Therefore, the question then becomes, what is the vision for this brand new community, and where does education fit? What sort of person would it take to create this vision, and what sort of thinking would it take to make it happen?
I think I've had a varied experiences over the years where I've taught in 3 different regions and led in 2 different regions. So it's given me a greater understanding of the system of education as a whole. And in terms of studying for my educational doctorate, I've also been very involved in professional organisations and supporting fellow principals. So I'm involved with the Victorian Principals Association, with INET, International Networking, and also with ACEL.
There is no doubt that the vision of having education as the hub of the community could work in any community, whether new or not. Either way, what is the key to make it happen? Meet Gabrielle Leigh, inaugural principal and director of Caroline Springs College.
It's to have an open and flexible approach to what can be.
Gabrielle's leadership can easily be called visionary. With so many principals focused on just surviving from day to day, what does it take to be a truly visionary leader? What does it take to be passionate while on a mission? Deal with the daily issues while remaining focused on your vision of possibility and actually lead the kind of changes that inspire you. How do you rise above survival and get to leading, creating, thriving as a true educational leader?
This is why the Principal Conversations Behavioral Modeling team was particularly excited about meeting Gabrielle Leigh. Like every other principal, Gabrielle also has to deal with those daily stresses and pressures too. And yet, she is able to lead truly visionary change on a large scale. Clearly, there's something to be learned through examining her leadership psychology. The first thing that is both obvious and not so obvious is that Gabrielle is very clear about her purpose and her role as an educational leader. While many principals may set goals and continually seek to achieve specific objectives, Gabrielle's vision is more than a goal. It is much bigger and much more highly inspired. It's a connection within herself to a sense of purpose. She's on a mission to build a community with education at its center.
I really see the role of education is to be the hub of that community, to be the heartbeat. Because it's really important that the community has structures, and it mightn't have all the traditional structures that used to happen in smaller communities with the church in bygone years.
This distinction between having a sense of purpose versus simply setting goals and objectives to achieve has a direct impact on the way you define yourself as an educational leader. Aristotle called this final causes. In this, he meant that what you ultimately are trying to achieve in the future becomes the cause for what you choose to do in the present. The future you want to create determines how you evaluate your current situation and determines what actions you need to take now. Gabrielle Leigh's sense of purpose is a major factor in her psychology as an impressive educational leader. She evaluates situations, makes decisions, and takes leadership actions based on fulfilling her larger purpose of building a healthy, vibrant, alive community with education as both its heart and heartbeat. Gabrielle's thinking style is truly strategic. While many people say that they think strategically, often what they mean is that they think slightly beyond the immediate time horizon and in a slightly more expansive way. Gabrielle's way of thinking and subsequent leadership effectiveness, however, is much more than this.